welcome to the new video. My name is Hannah, and today I wanted to share with you my top 5 or 6 favorite art books. These are the books that I find very inspirational and educational, and they definitely take top marks on my bookshelf. So I will take you to my table and let's flip through some of them, and I will tell you a little bit more about each book. So I have a pile of my big heavy books here, and we'll start from the top. First of all, I wanted to share with you my 2 books, and these are books by Gregory. I'll show you the first one. The first one is called An Illustrated Life, and I mostly work in sketchbooks, and when I saw this book by Gregory, I felt like I really wanted to have it. And this book is full of sketchbook pages created by other people, and each person has a chapter in the book. We also see some of the sketchbooks of Danny, and then the chapters will follow, and each chapter is about a different person, a different artist, and we'll see some sketches from the notebooks, from the pads, whatever they use. They also mention their favorite materials, their favorite sketchbooks. I think just looking at what other people draw, I find really inspirational, and how they use the sketchbooks. I mostly do work in sketchbooks myself, so it's really nice to see. And this one, An Illustrated Life, is mostly about people that do day-to-day sketches, basically what happens in their lives and what food they eat and where they go, and it's a really fun way of documenting your life. I do that sometimes, not very often, but I absolutely love this book. The other one by Gregory is An Illustrated Journey, and it's all about, it's the same principle. Some of the front pages are about Danny's sketchbooks, and then every chapter is about a different artist. And once again, they tell you what sketchbooks they use, what materials they use, and I don't know, just looking at different people's work and their sketchbooks, I find it so inspirational. This is a very no-name Lapin, and I think first time I found out about Lapin, it was from this book. And yeah, he's got a very specific style. I think he works on like old accounting books, something like that. But yeah, so if you're into sketchbooks, urban sketching, these definitely are recommendations for you to look at, to try. You won't be disappointed. The next book I have here is by Helen. I actually follow Helen on Instagram and on YouTube, and I just love how free she is with her sketchbooks and with her art and with the colors that she uses and collage and everything. So I think I've read this book. I know there's not a lot of text, but I've read this book in just like one evening, and I don't know, I find her doodles and her colors very, very inspirational also. As you can see, I've highlighted some tips and some things in the book as well. And it's just, I don't know, I like bright colors, so maybe that's why her art speaks to me as well. Different techniques that she uses, different materials. But yeah, if you don't know Helen, look her up on YouTube. She very often shows her sketchbooks on YouTube and her daily practice and how she sketches in front of the TV and what material she uses. I find her art very inspirational and just colorful and bright. Very, very happy for sure. The next book I have here is How to Draw Animals. And I don't draw animals very often, but when I want to, this is like my go-to book. It basically takes you step by step and shows you and teaches you how to draw different animals in different poses. And I think when I was creating my cat stickers that I have in my Etsy shop, I actually used this book to learn how to draw cats. Yeah, it's a very, very good book. I know there's other series as well. These are just like horses, cats, dogs. There's other books in this series, and this is by Lee James. But yeah, no, it's a really good book if you want to learn how to draw animals. Even for kids, I would say it's a really good book. This is another book that I absolutely love. This is the illustrated story of art. And I've never studied art and I never learned the history of art, but I wanted to know a little bit more about it without being too technical and too overwhelming. So I got this book, and this book will take you throughout the entire history of art, and you will start from the very, very first beginning, Ice Age and cave drawings and paintings, Egyptian art, all the way through to modern art, abstracts, pop art, post-impressionist, impressionist, everything is in this book. There will be some very known artworks in this book as well that you can have a look at, and it explains a little bit. It's not very in-depth book, but if you just want to find out like a general history of art, I think it's a very good book to get your hands on. It will give you basic timelines, what happened when. Post-impressionist is actually my favorite era, and I just love Van Gogh. In Poland we say Van Gogh. I know Dutch people pronounce it properly. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I would just say Van Gogh. So yes, this is the illustrated story of art. And the last but not least is my current favorite, my number one book. This book is huge. This book is about 750 pages. Yes, 750 pages. And it's all about Van Gogh. That's the cover. It's a hardback and it's heavy. This book is heavy. And I absolutely love it. This book is all about Vincent. It tells you his biography, talk about his art and the struggles that he went through mentally, and you know, just living, and you know, all the difficulties he's had and everything. Currently over here, I've managed to read 144 pages of this book, and I actually read it. I love to look at pictures, but I actually read this book, and I just find this man so amazing. Just looking at his artwork and how his art changed from when he first started drawing to like his later art. This is what speaks to me. The brush strokes, the colors that he's used. This really speaks to me. I don't know, it's just, I think it's the colors and the brush strokes that really speak to me. It's very, I don't know, very what? Help me out. But yeah, this book is an amazing, amazing book. It's all about Vincent and his art. And this book is actually quite an expensive book. I think if you want to purchase it online, it varies between 50 to 60 pounds maybe. But if you're in the UK and you're a Costco member, you can get it for about £23, and that's including VAT. And that's where I got this book. It was in Costco. 23 quid, so it's a very, very good purchase, and I'm so happy with it, and I absolutely love everything about this book. The fact that it's got, I think, all his work, his sketches and his oils and everything from the very beginning. Also, you will find that in text you will find extracts from his letters to his brother, mostly his brother Theo, and it really gives you a good insight into what was going through his mind and all the difficulties he was facing. So if you can get it, and if you can get it in Costco, get it, because it's worth every single penny. So these are my 6 favorite books. These books take top marks on my bookshelf, and I find them really inspirational and really educational. And I hope you found this video helpful and enjoyable. And if you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Take care for now. Bye bye.